If someone doesn't like what they're listening to, turn the fucking channel.
What's up, everybody?
What's up? What's up? What's going on?
What's up, brother?
What's up, everybody?
I'm loving this. Where the guy comes in and interviews the host. This is wonderful.
I did almost kill my dad once.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. You don't want to be the first guy to laugh. No.
Come on, man.
No, he's known for dropping deuces on the dang stage.
Fell into it. It was a terrible bad habit, and there was no mentor there to tell me, "Hey, stop doing that."
They need us.
You're just taking up space. All right, bitch, why don't you go first?
You're like a wanted man, Ronnie.
Got him.
They can kiss my ass, though. I'm saying.
Ronnie got hit again. Yes, he did. I think he did. Dude, tell us, Ronnie, how much of that you have?
It's a fucking great story. I had so many questions.
Opinion. Most things I talk about are my opinion. Don't we all have our own opinions of how things look to us, and what we think is going to happen and everything?
And if you work hard enough, you can achieve whatever you want.
We all have an opinion. So what the hell have they got against mine?
You got
What
the
they
wrong
want.
opinion.
I couldn't always afford stuff to grill, and so I was like living off the dollar menu.
Sometimes when I think about it, I think I must be going. This can't be the way it is. Like you cannot be at this point of such. Am I wrong? Because I tend to agree with most things you guys or Ronnie might say on this channel.
Well, I don't agree with everything that Ronnie shares. He and I have talked about a lot of things that we do agree on and a few things that we don't, but it doesn't matter. He should still have the right to say them.
Yeah, that's the main point. Those conversations need to take place.
She just came after my shit joke, but then gave props to Steve Harloha's fart.
If you look at the results of something, you could see the intentions of the people that created the situation.
30 days of no power and water in America, probably 70% of the American population ain't gonna make it. And a lot of crooked government want to make money off of it.
The cops are minutes away when seconds count, guys. And we're just going to have to fucking own that as red-blooded Americans and take our stripes and go take our fucking country back.
It's that easy. Yep.
What's up, everybody? Aloha. Still waiting on David Devine. I don't know where he's at. He texted me a little bit ago, so should be here any moment. What's up, Neil? Cheryl Rich, aloha. JD, what's good, brother? Aloha, Dub Wubs. Buff, what's up, Buff? Why are you still awake? What's for? Oh, okay, Cheryl. It's for the union video that David is on his way. All right. Yeah, you just texted me like 5 minutes ago. Aloha Bonnies and Aloha Hope Rising. But yeah, that short I did was from, I don't even know what day today is, Friday. So it was from yesterday, last night. Was it? I don't know. Charlie Gabalden, aloha, brother. Good to see you, man. How have you been? And I literally just got home from work too. Long day. Get to go back to the job tomorrow to finish because the contractor calls all the skilled trades, like, the electrician, the plumber, the tile guy, the carpenter, and has them all go at the same time. And it's like, nah, it doesn't work that way, dude, because we're all working in the same 4 foot by 4 foot area. So how are we all supposed to do the work? It's what's up, Steve-O? Aloha, brother. Happy Friday night. Yeah, it's 10 after 8 here. I just got home about 20 minutes ago, 25 minutes ago. Just waiting on David. I know he was on vacation last week, so I'm curious to find out where. All I know is he was on vacation, which is something me and Nina need to do. take a vacation. So yeah, because what is it? It's like 2 o'clock in the morning Eastern time, right? 1 o'clock Central, 2 Eastern. Yeah, wow, it's late. It's late for the mainlanders. Oh yeah, definitely Buffett. What's up, Garrett? Scum- Scum- but no, I actually went off on, not really went off, but I was kind of a dick because he's been a contractor for like, well, longer than I've been plumbing, and I've been plumbing for like 32 years, I think. So he's been a contractor for longer than I've been plumbing. You think he'd know that by now, because every contractor knows that. You have the electricians come at one time, and then you have plumbers come at one time. It's not everyone all at once, which is the reason I have to go back to finish, because I had to keep stopping, and because you can't work when there's the electrician's running wire right there. What am I going to do? Not push them out of the way? It's a new word. Officer Tatum came up for Skamala. Yeah, I haven't watched Officer Tatum in like, shoot, almost 2 years. Stopped watching that guy a while ago. 1109. Well, yeah, that's California, right? Yeah. And then when daylight savings when that comes, then you only be, because right now you're 3 hours behind in California, but after daylight savings, then you only be 2 hours. So, yep, that's who I'm voting for, Garrett, right there, for Neil Hahn. New shirts out on store right now that say Skamala. I don't really get that though, because even though it's making fun of her and ripping on her, it's still kind of promoting her, right? Because any publicity is good publicity. So even though they're doing it in a negative way, it's still giving attention to it. You know what I'm saying? You only like working with electricians? Well, with that kind, yeah. Yeah. I thought you were trying to say something like, yeah, plumbers suck. Oh, no, it does, Steve O. I just don't want to sound like I'm boasting or anything. But no, like it goes plumbers, electricians, and then whatever's below that. But plumbers are on top, and especially for the job like the one I was doing today, plumber should always be there first, then the electrician, then everybody else. But I get to go back tomorrow anyway because yeah. Which is fine though, because nobody will be there tomorrow except me, not even the homeowners. So I'll definitely be left alone. But Garrett, I don't know what happened to David. Neil, I am real. Yeah, Neil is real. I can vouch for that. He's not AI. I can crap in the dark, but I can't crap on an electrical wire. That's funny. Dude, I got one of those potty squatties last week. I was talking about it on the podcast like a week or two ago, and then I ended up ordering one. It helps your movement more natural. It's supposed to be healthy for you. To crap. No shit. Help us find Dave. Yeah, where is Dave at? I haven't talked well since yesterday, but yesterday yeah, Buff, long time no see, man. It's been what, like 7 hours, I think. Oh shit, did my audio just I think my speaker just turned itself off. Oh, did you hear about all that shit they're giving oh no, I didn't. All that shit they're giving Trump about how his ear healed so quickly. Oh, hey, John H. Aloha. Yeah, Buff, it was throwing me off when because I was driving and Mayhem was driving, and then every time I glance and look at the phone or the camera or whatever, I'm seeing like two people driving. I was like, I'll just keep my eye on the road. That's because he's Superman. Let's see. I'll share this video because I don't know, man. It's just I don't know. Believe nothing, question everything. That's my motto. But this is kind of interesting.
Pretty much recovered. Yeah, I'm a fast healer. It's a hell of a shot, but I'm a fast healer. Yeah, pretty much recovered. No, it didn't hit that. I got very lucky. It just hit the lobe, as they call it. Yeah, a little bit, not much. On top.
Good evening. Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Good evening.
Turns out the fake stream corporate prostitutes are churning out a brand new pet name for VP pick Tim Wall.
Aloha, Indy.
Are you ready for authentic, happy, joyful, cuddly warrior? Yeah, I'm not kidding. I wish I was.
What does Walls bring to this?
He's cuddly.
Cuddly.
Cuddly? I think she went for maybe a little more of a cuddly choice.
It tells more about like the texture of the man. He seems to almost have a twinkle in his eye.
Tim Walz is the opposite of weird.
Tim Walz
means American.
He sounds like, a football coach.
He's a hunter that you could visit with at the hardware store. In a dictionary, if you had weird and anti-weird, you'd have Tim Walz's picture there. I bet knows how to make a good hot dish casserole.
It's very down to earth.
That's his authenticity.
Authentic communicator.
The word joy came up a lot.
He's joyful.
He seems happy.
A happy-go-lucky warrior.
And he's happy and a happy warrior.
The joyful warrior.
He is one happy warrior.
Isn't that so weird how they do that on any news? Doesn't matter which news channel. It could be Fox, it could be CNN, whatever, but you can make clips like that from anything. They just all repeat that whole echo chamber shit, and they just repeat the same shit. And then all the sheep go out there and repeat the same shit that the TV told them.
A happy warrior. They also want you to believe that Tim Walz has an affable, folksy vibe.
Reliable. Definitely affable.
He is an extremely affable individual. Very affable, plain-speaking way, a folksy vibe. This folksy idea.
Terrific vibe.
Vibes election, kind of a folksy.
And according to them, he's a do no harm, non-leftist pick.
The idea that Tim Walz is some lefty is just not true.
I don't think either of them are Bernie Sanders progressive.
A rather safe pick. I think a safe pick.
The safe choice. This is a do no harm pick. Do no harm.
He's just more of a vanilla pick.
Those outside of Pittsburgh loves Tim Walz. So talk about Walz.
And in his worship of Tim Walz, Mike Barnacle from MSDNC calls him a mesmerizing coach in whom you can just sense the power of hope for the future.
Watching the coach, and I'm going to call him the coach from now until election day. Watching the coach yesterday and watching the vice president yesterday, it was mesmerizing in the sense that it's been a while since I've seen a rally like that, either on TV or in person. And watching it, you could just sense the power in the hall. And it was the power of joy, the power of laughter, the power of hope for the future. It's been.
Hey, aloha, God rides a Harley. Good to see you. Oh, I emailed it to you, David. I emailed it. I don't know if I sent it to two. I have two emails for you. I send it to both of them. Let me see. Here, I can send it again real quick. Let's see. All right, just send it again. But you know, it's kind of, I seen this meme earlier, and it was funny because I don't remember what the picture was, but it was like Democrats running to vote for the person that they didn't pick. You know, because she was just kind of placed there. Mike Jones, aloha, good to see you.
It's been a long time since any aspect of American politics has put a smile on anyone's face. And these two people yesterday managed to put a smile on the nation's face.
And like all displays of political parasites, it's just the same old fake WWE dog and pony show. Kind of looks like this.
Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. Good evening.
And today in Detroit, when a heckler tried to take over, Kamala put her foot down and her lemming childish supporters ate it up.
Look, as we move our nation forward, Donald Trump intends to take our nation backward.
Oh yeah, this was in Detroit too. I was gonna make a funny short from this because she was in Detroit and someone was, I couldn't hear what they're saying, but they were like heckling her or something.
Just look at his Project 2025 agenda. Project 2025.
Did the email go through, David? Or if not, I'll just post it in the link or in the chat. Now watch when this person does this right now, and then she says something. You could just see the evil in her face. This is what I was gonna make a short on. With her reaction.
And please do check out Project 2025. Because I'm telling you, it is a plan. It is a plan to weaken America's middle class. Project 2025, if he is elected, it's all good. It's all good. I'm here because we believe in democracy. Everyone's voice matters, but I am speaking now. I am speaking now. So Project 2025. Look, if he is elected, Donald Trump intends to give tax breaks to billionaires and big corporations. He intends to cut Social Security and Medicare. He intends to surrender our fight against the climate crisis, and he intends to end the Affordable Care Act. You know what? If you want Donald Trump to win, then say that, otherwise I'm speaking.
Look at her, look at her eyes and her face right here. She just shows how evil she is. Look at that. She squints her eyes like that. Oh, I could never stand this bitch, but making that face, I really can't stand her. And watch, she'll change the look too. Even more evil. Oh, right there, yeah, like, oh, you're all that, huh, bitch? Oh, I can't stand this lady. And then everyone cheering, just boosting her ego like a freaking narcissistic piece of shit.
And on the other end of the three-ring circus, Donald Trump insists that his crowds on January 6th were much bigger than Martin Luther King Jr.'s crowds on the steps of the Lincoln Memorial.
Never see the picture of the crowd. The biggest crowd I've ever spoken. I've spoken to the biggest crowds. Nobody's spoken to crowds bigger than me. If you look at Martin Luther King, when he did his speech, his great speech, and you look at ours, same real estate, same everything, same number of people. If not, we had more. And they said he had 1 million people, but I had 25,000 people. But when you look at the exact same picture, and everything's the same because it was the fountains, the whole thing, all the way back to from Lincoln to Washington. And you look at it, and you look at the picture of his crowd, my crowd, we actually had more people. They said I had 25,000, and he had 1 million people. And I'm okay with it because I liked Dr. Martin Luther King.
Trump says a female reporter asked a stupid question when she was inquiring why Trump hadn't been campaigning, to which he said because he's leading by a lot. He wants the DNC.
All right. David's in the house.
All right, there we go. All right, there we go. There we go, man.
What's up, man?
Hey, what are we doing? Hey, I don't mean to mouth off right away. We had a great preamble on my channel leading up to this because we agreed with people just to meet on a Wednesday night, just to have a great time. And it was so lovely, Steve. I'm telling you, it was so lovely to talk to people again. You know, it's been 4 months since I've done a live stream.
I haven't seen you around in a while.
Yeah, because listen, there's a lot going on. I'm still filming and there's a lot going on. People in chat, hello. But I think it's so important to really hone it in now. Like to people that are really, really striving for really great things, you know. I mean, I might sound weird, but we had Bonnie, right? Bonnie, you know Bonnie?
Yep.
And we had Hope Arising. And we had Gra in the, you know, and we just talked for like 15 minutes or whatever. But it was so nice, man. It was so fucking nice. It was just nice. It was just nice to touch base and talk about whatever, and so going forward, we'll do it once a week. But I'm always filming, and
Right.
so there's never been a break. But I just didn't go live because it just it got weird and wonky, man. Like you know what I mean? Like sometimes you can just let it get out of control.
No,
But
I know. Yeah, I know what you mean.
so I think I think just honing it in a little bit. I don't know. For me, I don't know. I'm glad. Hey, welcome. I'm sorry I dropped it so heavy coming in, but glad to see you. And whatever.
No, it's not. And then you were on vacation too, weren't you?
I was on vacation too. Yeah,
That's,
absolutely.
that's same. Me and Nina need a vacation. It's been a
Hmm.
minute since we went anywhere.
Yeah. No, we went to a weird place, Connecticut. Like people don't go to Connecticut,
Right. That's
Yeah, that's a weird place to go. But I went there for a purpose because there was they do have a beach still in Connecticut. It was beautiful. It was a beautiful place. But I'm way into movies. I'm going to do a lot of movie stuff now. And there was a Vinegar Syndrome is a boutique movie company who is there. So I went there and I met with them, and we did some filming stuff there too. So no, it's I took 4 months off, sort of, but I didn't, because I was still doing a massive amount of stuff. Yeah.
right.
But God rides a Harley's in your chat. He's a liar. No, no, no. That's great to see you, Gra. Good to see you in the chat. Oh, Bonnie said we should bring Bonnie up because
yeah.
Bonnie, I love Bonnie. Have you had Bonnie up on your channel before?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I
Yeah,
have.
yeah, she's great. She's so great. Yeah, and Gra and Hope. I mean, yeah, there's so many great people in your chat. I don't know. All right, calm down. Calm down.
Mel here.
Just calm down.
Mel Pandora's here.
Oh, Mel, I've been up on Mel's show. Mel, I like Mel a lot.
Have
she
you? I've
here?
been on there too. Yeah, I just came across her channel on accident, like maybe 2 months ago.
No, I was on Mel's. Yeah, I need to apologize because it was kind of weird when I was on hers because it was a weird subject or whatever, But she's great. Mel is really great. Yeah.
Yeah, she's got a great channel. She's always like just ahead of me. Like since I found her channel, I was like, that's weird because the YouTube the algorithm, it was like a suggested thing.
Yeah. No, yeah. Mel, yeah, great channel.
And when I found it, we had like the same amount of subscribers, and then she's like just ahead of me. Every time I gain subscribers, and she's like 100 ahead of me.
Are you guys worried about the subs? I gotta ask that as a question. Are you guys worried about it as a subs?
Well, I am, but only because like the videos that I'm doing and gonna start doing it, you make more money if you have more subs for ads.
What? Let me tell you something. Like all right. Is anybody interested in anything I have to say? No. All right, Mike Jones. No, listen. If you guys don't care, I'll be quiet. All right. But
no, I'm interested.
No, I just called Steve tonight because I love Steve because we've been having a love fest preamble over at my channel because I truly have found people that I truly love, and moving forward, that's what I want to do. I can give a fuck about subscribers is one of the things I don't care about because they will come, Steve. If you're doing the right thing. Listen, man, who cares? Like trying to if I do that, listen, if you do cool things, man, you'll get subs. You get subs.
No, yeah,
You know,
exactly. Like I'm not
just
worried about
yesterday.
that.
Yeah, yesterday I just got 30 subs by filming cars. But I like to film cars, and
Right.
people told me, "Oh, well, you know, don't film car." Listen, that's one of the things I like to do. So I'm gonna. So you can never take anybody's advice unless they're truly in your corner. You know what I mean?
No, I learned that lesson too before a long time ago. But yeah, I'm not really. I don't worry about subs like that. I just 1 second, Buff. But I just I do what I like. I do my live streams, and then I do the videos that I've been working on. But I didn't realize how much time goes into those videos. But
Yeah.
I'm only
No.
worried about the. I know the subs are gonna come, but it's just, yeah, it's like a long story. But
No, you have like there's things that like I would only here's my man. This guy's a smart. I love this guy.
it's
I
Buff.
have to learn his name. I apologize for not knowing this gentleman's name, Sir Butt.
I've always called him Buff.
All right. I don't know what he could tell me. I have absolute respect for this gentleman. And he could be part of my circle if he wants. You know, this gentleman is smart. I don't know if he's muted.
No, yeah, you there? No, can't hear you.
I'm trying to get this parrot to open the.
Oh, is that the wine bottle opener? It's a parrot.
Yeah, it's a parrot, but apparently, it's having a hard time. But no, I'm just talking about that, Steve. Like moving forward, like just with like kick-ass people, man. You know,
right?
And there's plenty of them. There really are. But I'm excited, to be honest, moving forward. Yeah.
Right. I was just about to say too that what Bonnie says, I can't wait. Oh, and Bonnie's, I put the link in the chat for you too. If you want to
and Bonnie agreed to do a show with me every Wednesday at 9:00. Me and Bonnie, Hope and Gra. And nice. You could be involved too, Steve. We're not singling you out. Or this gentleman, which I love, right here, but
yeah,
he's
Buff,
muted.
We still can't hear you.
Yeah, he's this guy is a smart guy. I've heard him many times. Steve, if I get too obnoxious, just kick me off.
Never.
No,
I'm trying to figure out what's wrong with Buff's audio.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
I don't know. If you go in Buff, if you go in StreamYard settings and then go to audio and then make sure it's there'll be a thing at the top.
This gentleman is great. Buff is he's a very smart guy. Is movie wise, I know I heard him last night. Oh, maybe his mic's broken.
There it is.
Wow, his mic's broken. Oh, look at this guy. And now he's embarrassed.
It's got
I seen him talking and I'm like,
hey, sick Buff or whatever. What would you like to be called? Because you got to narrow it down. I can't call you sick 22010, but Buff is a good name for you, or
I go by either Buff or Sick. That's what people seem to be calling me now. This either one of the two, Sick or Buff.
All right, you're a very smart individual. I know that.
I try
because I've listened to you talk, and it's a pleasure to meet you.
A pleasure to fucking meet you, dude.
Hey, Gypsy Otter, UK, aloha. Hey, Bonnie, I just gotta make sure it's you, Bonnie, real quick, and then you could turn it back off. Okay, you're good. You're good. Okay.
Yeah, Bonnie will be on the show on Wednesday nights. Oh, Bonnie, here comes Bonnie. Bonnie, right on Wednesday night. Is that what we decided? Wednesday night at 9:00?
Yes, sir.
Listen, I hope so. I just put it in the chat.
Listen, Wednesday night at 9:00, we'll be doing live stream
with Bonnie, Hope, and Gra. And guys, these are smart people. And you guys, listen, Buff, you're invited, and you as well, Steve. But
I just subscribed to you.
oh well, thank you very much, and I hope you have a great time. Listen, there really are a lot of awesome people on the internet, you know, and in real
Oh yeah,
life.
I've met so many. Yeah, I did 2 days ago. I had a job where I kind of needed a helper, and I was like, I have a lot of friends, but no one that lives here. So
Yes.
it's like shit. I got no one. I can't even call someone to help me.
I think that's the problem with all of us. We're so spread out because I need the drywall in my closet. And Rabbit's like, okay, well, Texas isn't far. Would he drive down here really?
But it's a power, Bonnie, in that we went like because when we went through weird times like we went through, we all met each other, you know, sort of, kind of, and it's pretty cool, you know. I know that Steve and I don't text every day like pen pals, but I know that when he texts me and says like he texts me on Sunday, can you come on the show? And I said no, I was happen to be out of town. I was in, but I'm just saying that it's kind of cool to know that we have that friendship, you know.
Right. Yeah.
That I didn't worry about like, oh, is Steve's feelings hurt? You know, no, it wasn't. His feelings weren't hurt. You know, in fact, we were, and then we just pop up tonight. You know,
Yeah.
and I would do something like that for him, or I feel vice versa, or whatever. You know, so it's kind of cool that we've gotten to meet people that are awesome. You know,
Absolutely. And
yeah.
Beth, it's good to meet you.
Oh yeah, no, I listen, I can't wait for Wednesday at 9 o'clock, Bonnie, because I think that I told you I hold you in high value, and I can't wait to do something like that. That's going to be amazing. That's amazing. That you agreed to do that is amazing. Yeah.
Thank you, David.
Yeah. That's absolutely. I can't wait to learn more about you and hear your story. And because I think you're a great person. I have a feeling, you know, and I always believe in my feelings, you know. Isn't that cool, Steve, that you could that could happen? You know what I mean?
Hell yeah.
What do you think?
I
Buff?
believe everything happens for a reason too.
Yeah, well, Buff, what do you think about that? Like
about feelings?
Well,
What do you
just
mean?
just
Like in
getting
a
a
sense-
vibe, just getting a vibe from people, you know, like you know, do you get a vibe from people? Do you get a vibe from people like where you could tell like there's something cool here, or you know what I mean?
Well, in the sense of running off of like pure intuition, like meeting somebody for the first time, yeah, definitely can have that feeling. It was like, okay, this person seems like a cool person. I experienced that with guy I met in college randomly at a gas station, and me and him became best friends for like 25 years until he passed away. But
sorry to hear about that.
Some of them you get that feeling, and they turn out to be complete scumbags.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
tricky
Oh
thing.
yeah. Yeah.
That's a tricky thing to run off of those feelings, but
Yeah.
it's a fair thing to do to run off of that emotion. You're always going to end up, as long as your head is straight, you're going to always figure out that sooner or later, hopefully sooner than later, you're going to find out, oh, maybe I did have the wrong feeling, intuition about this person, and you make sure you cut them off before anything gets any deeper. And the ones you feel right about, I got too many damn friends. I got friends I call closer than family. because I met them on that intuition instinct. Was like, you seem like a cool person, and we're still friends, best friends, and all that shit. Yeah.
Yes, go with your gut. And that's, I kind of tend to not trust anyone until, so like, Steve and I were on a backstage not very long ago with a few other people, and we had the greatest talk. I didn't want it to end.
Yeah, that was a great talk.
Yeah.
I think that's how, I mean, we're all in this community, and it's not a coincidence. I don't believe it. It just,
No, I don't believe in coincidence at
no,
all.
not the way it happened. And that we can, like, here's 3 channels here together. I don't know, Beth, if you have a channel that you do regularly or anything. I don't know anything about you yet, but that we can get together like this. And that's why when Indy would ask me to go up and help her, sure, I'll be there. Not sure that I'll have a lot of input, but, and I'm sorry, I was laughing a while ago. I saw the Harley. God rides Harleys.
God rides a Harley is a fucking hoot. He's just a hoot. That's who he is. Yeah. Yeah, and it's a blessing because Gra is he's been a mod like through everything, man, like through all the different things that we've experienced. He's truly been in the forefront, but also he's been like a comedic uh voice, you know. He's been in the know and comedic. And so that's why I consider him a great friend. I mean, it's awesome. You know, he back in, I mean, I'm sappy, super sappy tonight. But yeah, I love all the people that I've met through this experience, you know, through going through what I'm going through, and I feel honored to meet so many great people, you know.
Yeah, and it's so, yeah, me too. Because I mean, how long have we known each other, David? At least a couple years, right?
Yeah, a couple years, and
Yeah.
the thing is, it was like, oh, check out Steve's channel and then Nina's, and we watched the sunsets, and we did this and that. But man, you're a friend like deep as they come for me, because I enjoyed watching your sunsets, watching, you know, coming on here. I feel like you're a great friend. I mean, we've talked about it with your dad, like we look like brothers.
Yeah,
man, you know, I don't feel like we have to make excuses like, oh, I can't make it tonight, but you'll know I'll make it to next night or whatever. Blah blah. But yeah, no, you're a great friend, and I appreciate that. Absolutely appreciate that, man.
And likewise, man. And it's that thing too, like, because you and a handful of other people, you know, I had that feeling like I just know you're a good guy, and it's like, yeah, we'll definitely be friends. And then I've met a handful in the past 2.5, 3 years since I started my channel. They're, you know, getting the channel going, but those ones are the ones you learn from, right?
Yeah,
Absolutely, 100%. You have to make a lot of mistakes. You have to. I mean, that's just a prerequisite.
Yeah, I mean, that's
And
like
then
a life advice is you can't get anywhere unless you make mistakes, or unless you make mistakes and learn from the mistakes.
right. Well, one of the things that was cool tonight when we were doing live chat on my channel, just warming up, which I'll probably delete, or I won't. It was cute. It was a neat thing. But I was glad that Bonnie came up for the first time. You know, I was glad. That was neat, man. And
Hi, Bonnie.
yeah, because
Sorry, I didn't.
I've actually admired her channel for a long time, you know, and then she popped up. Dude, that's something that's so important to me going forward, is that we focus on awesome people, you know. God rides a Harley. Bonnie, you know, all you got, everybody, you know, because
could change that just for him.
yeah,
yeah. I met Steve here through another friend of ours, Reddit conservative, and as soon as I saw him talk, I'm just like, this is a cool, laid back guy. You know, I was like, I want to
yes,
with him a little more. And he moderated a debate that he had did, and just like, dude's he's fair, he's balanced, he's honest, and I'm just like, yeah, I gotta fuck with this guy, man.
Yeah, Steve, great. Steve's great, man. He's great channel. No, yeah, yeah. No, there are so many awesome people on here. And moving forward, the future's bright, man, because there's a lot going on. There really is a lot going on. And it's neat. It really is neat. And yeah, so I just want to come out and say hi. We just did a hi, hey everybody, prequel show to Steve's channel tonight, and no, it was fun. It was fun. Well, I haven't done a live stream in 4 months, I think. Yeah, it's fun. I really love doing live streams. I really do.
No,
Yeah.
me too. Yeah, it's the funny thing about that is when 3 years ago, maybe longer, I don't even know, but my first live stream I ever did, and this is when I only had I said if I ever hit 500 subscribers, I'll do a live. And at the time I had 100 and something, and I never thought I'd get 500 ever. So I was just like, hey, and then all of a sudden I had 500. And I was like, oh shit, I said I would. I'm a man of my word. I got to do it. So then it was a week before my birthday, I set it up. And so, but from the time I set it up until my birthday, I went from 500 to 700. And I was so nervous, and I was like, I want to do a live. And then after I did the live, I was like, I want to do another one. It was like instantly hooked on just going live.
I didn't even have 500 subs on my channel till you helped me get my 500 subs on your channel.
I forgot about that.
And then, it is what it is. The rest is history. But I couldn't even get to 500. And then remember you and Nina helped me get to 500 subs. So that's the kind of things we're talking about when we're talking about friends and people that mean something. You guys help me, just like, I would send people like 2 or 3 people over to your sunsets, but you helped me majorly get to 500. I mean, so but there's so many cool people on the internet, man. And of course there are a bunch of negative people, right? There are a bunch of trolls and fucking dick wads and this and that and the other thing, but there are so many cool people, man. And so going forward, that's what I want to focus on. My channel has to focus on the cool people, because there's been a lot of them.
Yeah, that's why we're loving feeding the homeless, and I just didn't realize how much work it is, because we use like 5 different devices to record.
Yeah.
And then, oh, there you go. Bonnie's
Just-
back.
We use like 5
Oh, there she is.
So,
Fine.
so then when I load everything up in the computer, and then it's just like, oh, it's like, because I do love editing videos and stuff, but this is like a whole different level. And plus I still got my actual job, so like
I
finding
know.
time to do it, but
That
it is
yeah,
exciting
that-
because my last video is almost at 20,000 views.
wow,
But that was
nice.
2 months ago, and like it's been almost 3 weeks since from the other the follow-up video that I've been working on, and it's like if I had more time it'd be out already, but
I saw Backwoods this evening put up he just had videos playing and music, and he said it took him 30 hours to put that together.
I
30
believe it. Yeah.
hours.
Yeah, I got like 10 or 11 hours into the one now, and I'm not even halfway done. And I have another, like that was from almost 3 weeks ago, but there's another one that I haven't even started on from like a week ago. So, but the nice part will be once I have them, then they'll be, done, and I can like put one out like every 2 weeks or something. So I'll be ahead of it. Be it like
Yeah. Once in a while I do shorts, and it's just, once I found out I could put music together, I was like, oh, and not get smacked because I like music, as y'all know. And so any of the scenery, I'm teaching my youngest daughter to drive, even though she's almost 30, but that's a whole different story. And so we're on the back roads, and all the wildflowers, I kept just taking videos because they change color. It goes from the blue bonnets to the fields of pink and then yellow, and it's just amazing here. And so I just keep in the river. That's my peaceful place, and it's up high, and
I love those stories. As a songwriter, I love those stories. When you're descriptive like that, I love those stories. I had a 20-year-old song I was writing because we're going to record this couple of tunes in a popular recording studio. And I love that description. Like when Bonnie, what you just said, when you described everything like that. I love that. As a songwriter, I love that. Absolutely. I love every detail the way somebody else sees a detail, I find it absolutely fascinating.
I used to write songs or poems.
Yeah.
Or I had a band ask me for one of them, and so I gave it to them, never to be seen again. But
yeah,
I love to write, and that's what I do. If I'm in my feelings, those things we're not supposed to do anymore, I write it down.
No, you have to. Yeah. The feelings are great. Yeah, absolutely.
So I pour it on somebody else and make them feel horrible.
No, that's fascinating. That's absolutely fascinating. I think that the two greatest parts of songwriting are like if someone has a run-on sentence. I can't think of one right now, but if it's just a run-on sentence, I love that. or if it's like a New York Dolls, Patti Smith, or Lou Reed, or Bob Dylan, artsy description of life. I love those two. You know, I love those.
What do you mean by relax? Like, don't
What
bring down.
what is it? What is it?
Remember this?
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
Me too. Well, I won't even let you borrow it. I'll just let you have it. I didn't even have time to find my calm down shirt, but I do got the calm down right here. I don't know if you can see it. Right there. Calm down.
Yeah. There's me. But listen, we're I'm telling you, that's great. That is really great stuff.
Because
Steve's gonna fast forward to it.
I remember, didn't you do like this was like a year ago, but didn't you do like a Hawaiian style?
Yeah. But
I have that same Darth Vader fucking model.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I know. That's why I love.
I found him in a thrift. I found him in a thrift store, but he doesn't have the helmet. So I found this small Raiders helmet on Amazon that fits on him perfectly. So he's wearing a Raiders helmet, but it's everything else is the same.
Go Raiders, man. Go Raiders.
Oh, I'm Raider Nation.
You know what's weird? Let me tell you something about football. If you guys want to talk about, does anybody want to talk about football?
Okay. It's your show.
All right, let me tell you something about football.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, you said that. I thought Steve said that. Oh shit.
No, I did. But here's the thing. Hold on. Calm down.
Just pour your wine that you had so much trouble opening.
All right, I know I did. All right, tomorrow the Browns play
it doesn't matter. It's preseason.
Tomorrow the Browns play the Green Bay Packers. Okay, listen to this. Bonnie, we'll talk about it on this show next Wednesday. Okay, Bonnie. As a co-host, you gotta hear this. Because we're gonna be talking about this next week.
But you know, I'm Texas. All about my Cowboys.
All right. So we're going to be talking about this, Bonnie. So, and chat, is there any chatters? Like any good comments? No. Okay. All right. Screw the commenters. All right, Bonnie, listen to this. Tomorrow, the coach of the Cleveland Browns, guys, listen to this. Follow me closely. All right. This is a whole thing. Okay. The coach of the Cleveland Browns is Kevin Stefanski. All right.
Spell that.
I can't. No way on earth I could spell that. ST and then take it from there. He had a charity, right? Kevin Stefanski. He had a charity, and he said, I have a loge in the Cleveland Browns Stadium, right? I have a loge. I'm going to auction it off for charity. Okay. And I have my brother-in-law bid on it, right? It was so expensive and stupid that he won, right? So tomorrow, I get to go sit in Kevin Stefanski's loge at the Cleveland Browns Stadium, right? And then we get to go on the field, everything. It's a whole like experience.
Wow.
So as a which I could like, I used to care about football, but I don't care about football anymore. But tomorrow, I get like like an ultimate fan experience of like the Cleveland Browns anyway versus the Green Bay Packers.
You're still going to enjoy it.
No, I'll enjoy it and I'll videotape it. But that's what I'm saying. There's a lot going on. There is so much going on. And I mean, that will lead to other things as far as filming. Listen, I I absolutely enjoy life. You know what I mean? And that will be a neat experience. Yeah.
That would be a fun experience.
Yes, it would.
Hey, Shelly, Michelle Morrison, aloha.
And they're playing Green Bay? Is that what you said?
Yeah, they're playing the Green Bay Packers tomorrow.
So
And it's only a preseason stupid game, but what I'm saying is we'll be in a loge with the folks that are in the know, which will be neat, and then also on the field, and we'll get to film it and stuff, and it'll be cool. But all I'm saying is that that's how life has expanded. Like, it's just every day is an experience like that, you know, and I'm just and
and you
it's
never know who you're going to meet.
yeah,
It's
and
really
yeah, so it's awesome, but also and like I'm saying with next Wednesday's show with Hope and Gra and Bonnie, I appreciate that just as much. But the cool thing is doing things like that, guys, you know, like having yourself open for experiences, you know.
Yep.
I don't know.
Absolutely.
I might just be a sap, but listen.
You said you get to record?
Well, no, yeah, we're listen to where we're recording. I'm recording next Friday with the guys from Warrant. You know the band Warrant?
Oh, really? Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, yeah. They're actually recording me next Friday. And so there's a question about the bass player, and if he doesn't show up, then the guy from Warrant will just do it. Again, we're gonna be recording it all, so it will all be recorded. I have no idea how this happened to me. Like all these, Bonnie, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
All these amazing things happen. I do know how they happen because I have been like giving things away, you know what I mean? For a million years.
Yeah.
And so it kind of comes back to roost, you know? And
that and positive attitude and manifesting it.
Yes.
Like that's what I always try to spread all the time. Like when someone's like, "Oh, I just know this is something's gonna happen," and it's negative, and I'm like, if you keep saying that, it's probably gonna happen. But if you know what I mean, so if you have a negative attitude about like, "Oh, this is gonna suck," well, it's probably gonna suck.
Yeah,
know?
no, so it's like when I say like when my friend here Buff says, yeah, man, I don't know how I do kind of know how it happened. I mean, it's like I've been writing every night when everybody else was twiddling their thumbs. I've been writing every night. And also I have been I have been doing positive things. So all of a sudden things are coming crashing back on me in a positive way, you know. and
Yeah.
it's like, but also I when they come crashing back at me in a positive way, I want to share them with everybody else too. You know,
Right.
I don't yeah, I just want to share them with everybody. Yeah, that's what I want to do.
Same.
That's what makes me happy. You
I
know.
keep doing updates of my mom and saying when she gets out of there, because I know speaking it can make it happen.
Yeah.
And that she's still alive is a miracle. And she's a fighter.
Yeah. Does she have cancer, Bonnie?
No, she was in a wreck on July the 18th, and she's been in ICU ever since.
Oh shit! She's in ICU.
Yes.
Oh fuck!
Oh, she's gonna get out of there. You just wait.
Your mom? That's your mom?
Yes, she's 84 years old.
I'm gonna tell you this as somebody who lost theirs at an early age. Cherish every moment. Spend as much
know.
time. Yeah, just
yeah.
I mean that. It seems like a stupid thing to say because it should be a no-brainer. You seem like the type that would do that, but yeah,
Yes.
cherish every moment.
We are very family oriented, and it's been a hard time, but it has been a time of growth for me. Because the Monday before that, I lost my father, and so
Jeez, Jiminy Christmas.
yeah. But
Wow.
that's why I just pop up live, like, okay, I need my community, because the family is all involved. And so whenever I come and talk to all of y'all, it's like, breathe. it's it's just a breath of fresh air, just to be able to. I mean, I know a lot of people will just say it, but I feel it. Everyone in chat, everyone that I communicate with, it's it's more than that. There is a bond that I feel, and so when somebody's missing or passes, it's like, ooh, in the community, even, because it's like we are one big family. That's what it seems like it's built up to. You know, COVID is over. We kind of all got into this when that was all going on because everybody was at home or whatever. But at the same time, you were talking to people just constantly. Every night I'd be on at first just listening because I was like, I don't know these people. I'm not talking. I'm going to sound stupid, whatever. And then finally got brave enough to start talking in the chat. And I know a lot of people just still do the same thing. You can tell by your numbers. And then it just, once I started talking to people, I was like, wow, these are really good people. The majority are good people.
Yeah, especially when you can spend a little time with anyone backstage, and you
Yes.
kind of really get to know people. It's amazing. It's yeah.
Yes.
Well, there's the community. I don't. I hate to call it the community.
I know.
But but whatever it is, the people that connected, we'll call it that. The people that connected are really great. You know, you can't beat it. You know, the people that are in Steve's chat right now, the people that are on the panel right now. Yeah, these are great people, Bonnie.
Yes.
And I, I'm so fortunate that you came up on my channel tonight. You know, we it's incredible, and believe me, we are going to build great things with all these people. Believe me. You know, I mean, if you don't think we are, you're wrong. You're wrong. You're just wrong. You're wrong. Because because awesome things can happen too, you know? You know, we've experienced so much fucking bullshit for the last 4 years, right? But we can also experience amazing things too.
That's
Believe
right.
me, that's possible too. You know, that's part of the lens, you know. We don't just have to experience pain.
Right.
And I I I I I know that I would help any of you experience non-pain. You know what I mean? Yeah, absolutely.
Well, we have to learn from our past while remembering that pain that we had and build towards the future. Remembering that pain from the past, we need to look at the future and to ensure ourselves that we don't feel that pain again, as in the sense of what we're going through right now with these idiots trying to put this Kamala, whatever, whoever she thinks
Right.
she
Yeah, of course.
is. Uh,
Yeah.
you talk about a threat to democracy.
Right.
You made her the candidate. In
This
the
thing
in the
did.
Democrat Party, y'all made her the fucking nominee without even have the DNC say anything about it. And you're supposed to tell me that I'm supposed to follow your party when you talk all this crap about the one guy who was supposed to be a threat to a process that you believe in, but y'all ignore that same thing by just saying, "Oh, she's a nominee," without anybody in your party having to say a damn word about it. Go fuck yourself. Okay.
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
And I'm supposed to vote for her because, oh, she looks like me. I already went through this with Obama.
I mean, yeah, come on, man. I mean, come on.
I'm tired. I'm tired. Okay.
Tired,
I am
tired of that shit.
I am actually half I am
She
actually half Jamaican. She's not. She's not. Her damn dad has Irish in her. she can no, I'm not voting her. No. And it's like I'm not voting for her because, because she's a fake ethnic statistic. I'm not voting for her because she can't complete a sentence without
Absolutely.
When have you been to the border? I haven't been to the border of what was is that she said? It was like I haven't been to the border of England or something like that.
Yeah.
That's not the question I asked you, bitch.
Yeah.
She was trying to do the word salad thing, like, well, I haven't been to the border of England, so what is that? It's like, what is that? What does that saying that have anything to do with the question I asked you?
Yes. They keep.
And she hasn't been there anyway in 3 years, but just a couple weeks ago she said, but if you elect me president, I'm going to do something about the border. It's like, you've had 3 years and you haven't done shit.
Oh,
Now,
Mike
all of a
Jones.
sudden,
What's
man.
going on, Mike Jones? Hey,
Rest in peace, aloha.
Mike Jones. I just want to say my condolences to Mike Jones. In the chat.
Oh.
His wife passed, so
Oh man, I didn't know that, Mike. I'm sorry, brother.
I think that's the truth, and I apologize or my condolences.
Absolutely, and prayers.
Yeah, and just I think about a month ago, Charlie Gabaldon's wife passed as well.
Goodness.
Here's the thing, though, guys. Here's the thing.
What's the thing?
Steve, I don't know if you know the thing, but here's the thing. There's a lot of incredible things going on, right? That are going to include a lot of the folks in the chat and me speaking. And that's awesome, right? And that's what we have to go by, right? You know, moving forward, right? But there's so many awesome things going on, man. I'm telling you, there are. It's gonna fucking knock your socks off, man.
And that's
And
good too. It's always good to have something to look forward to, something
dude,
positive to look forward to.
dude, there's a lot. There's a lot, man. There's a lot. There's a fucking lot. You know?
And then
I'm
just having
telling
that vibe and that energy, it's like Mike Jones said earlier. I can't remember exactly what he said, but and you put it back out there.
No, Mike Jones, man.
Yeah,
Hey, listen, man. I love Mike Jones. Mike
what we
Jones
put
is
out,
fucking
we
amazing,
put
man.
out. Choose positivity. That's exactly what it is.
I love Mike Jones. You know, listen, man. There's a lot of fucking awesome shit going on. There really is, and I don't. You know, a lot of people do shows, right? Where they're like, "Oh fuck, man, it's the fucking end of the world," you know.
Right.
It's absolutely the end of the world. It's not, man.
I don't even.
Is it? Is it? Is it the end of the world?
No.
No, it's not,
Oh,
Bonnie.
no.
Is it? Right.
You know, that's true. It's not because you know why? I remember hearing that shit in the 80s when I was
Yes.
a kid growing up, and my friends' parents, I'd go to my friends' houses and their parents, you hear them talking about it's an end of the world, and, da, 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 and they predicted that. And I'm a kid. I'm like, what do you mean it's the end? And now I'm 48 years old, and it's like, still not the end of the world. So, and if it is the end of the world, it's going to happen like that. So,
No, listen, man. It's not the end of the world. And by the way, it's not. It's not. You know, if you think it's the end of the world, you're ridiculous, dude.
that's
I
a
mean,
bunch of negative bull.
Type one in the chat if you think it's the end of the world.
The end or the beginning of the end?
It's the beginning of the world as we know it.
All right, got you.
No, it's not the end of the world, man. Listen. Is it, man? Come on.
I put 2.
I
Put
believe
2 in the chat.
It
I
ain't
believe
the end of the
there's going to
world.
be a change.
You know
But
what? It's the end of the world. Just it has been the end of the world since the beginning of time. So, you know, just like
Right.
everyone,
Yeah.
you know, they say we're all dying. You're dying since the day you were born.
Yeah.
So it's like, are we dying? Technically, yeah, we've been dying since the day we were born, but we're still alive.
That's right.
So I don't think the end of the world is going to happen in any of our lifetimes. That's for sure.
Yeah. All right. All right. There you have it.
But I'm looking forward to Wednesdays at 9 Eastern. I want to say Eastern, 9 p.m. Eastern. David Devine. Man, I
Maybe
remember
not.
I remember listening to you, David. You used to wow, that's been like a year. But I don't remember what day of the week it was, but anytime well, I'm always working late, but and I'd always have my Bluetooth earbuds in and working and listening.
Yeah, we'll have a conversation with Bonnie, obviously with Bonnie and Hope and Agra. Yeah, yep, that'll be great. Look, yeah, it'll be great.
I heard a funny joke earlier. I got to repeat it because I always forget jokes. So since I just heard it a few hours ago, shit, I forgot already. No, he said, my wife asked me which, wait, I asked my wife what she wanted for our anniversary, and she said a divorce. And I said, I wasn't planning on spending that much money.
It's funny. Yeah, divorces are expensive.
Oh, yeah.
Divorces are expensive. Hi.
That's depressing.
See, I almost screwed it up already, and I just heard it a few hours ago, but
Scam thing. Oh, Officer Tatum. Yeah, okay, I see you, Garrett.
Yep.
Yeah, I've used that guy. Well, I've played one of his videos. Wow, we got a copyright strike on it too. Oh, it might not have been that one.
yeah, I stopped watching.
No, it
Tatum.
wasn't.
I love the chef.
The chef, aloha, the chef. But yeah, I stopped watching Officer Tatum, and I don't know, man. Like I was saying earlier, with I don't know, it still seems like it's promoting her, even though it's making fun of her by changing the name to Skamala. Everyone knows who you're talking about, so you're still kind of
Speaking it into existence.
right. It's like any publicity is good publicity, right? And it's still putting her name out there. But that's just like my opinion, man.
You know, I heard the fucking silliest damn advertisement on a radio station here. You know, I'm over here in Atlanta, and most of the radio stations are hip hop, black, whatever. But going into a gas station, they're playing a radio station, one of these hip hop stations, and of course they're talking about how Kamala is gonna be the change for the future. She's gonna be the next greatest thing. Is a female. I don't even know if you can call them DJs anymore. But yeah, the song went off, and she's just like, "Yeah, I'm feeling so great right now. You know, we got our girl Kamala. She gonna be the next great thing. Oh, it's so wonderful to have a black woman running for president." That's all I could think was, she's not exactly black.
Yeah.
Like I said before, we've gone back. We've regressed back to this fucking whole Obama era. You're supposed to vote for him because number one, you're black. You're supposed to be Democrat. Never agreed with that. I was until I woke up somewhere around Bush Jr.'s era. I woke up. And number two, oh, he looks like you. No, he don't look like me. He don't look like me at all. So, and then you're telling me I'm just supposed to. Why should I vote as a black man, half black, whatever you want to call it, half black, half Jamaican? I'm black, Jamaican, and Indian. Um, why the fuck should I vote for this party? Let's put the black into it. Why should I vote for them when this is the party that were pro slavery, pro
Right.
KKK, pro Jim Crow laws, pro all this?
It's amazing how many people don't know that. How many black people don't know that. It's
A
amazing to
lot.
me. Mhm.
I am the black sheep of my family. I accept it.
Literally.
I've got nephews that actually understand what I've been saying to them, and they are definitely red. They're definitely Trump supporters. Um, they've walked away from this nonsense of being programmed to say, "Oh, you got to be Democrat," and I love those boys to death. And funny enough, all three of them are truck drivers like me, so that's great. But they see that shit. They felt the pinch in their wallet. They felt the pinch at the gas pump when they're getting diesel for their trucks. They felt this shit. And it all happens under the Democrat rule. Why the fuck should I vote Democrat when you people keep just you're turning the people coming across the border. I'm sorry if I'm ranting. Yeah, but you're turning these people
Oh,
that are
let's do it.
invading our southern border into the new black people. I want to say the new Negroes. You're turning them into what you wanted us to be. And you think I don't see that? I know there's a mass of the ones
Well,
that don't see it.
if they tell you to do it, you gotta do it.
Exactly. That right there. It's sad. It's sad. But
I
here
don't
we
know if
are.
David accidentally kicked himself out or what. I don't know what happened. What happened, man?
I'm gonna go ahead and vote this year, man. But I swear, if Kamala wins, um, we
No.
definitely know the fix is in.
Yes.
Well, I gotta be honest. I ain't voting for shit.
I'm gonna
I
try.
had, I had a change of heart. And this is just my opinion, but I believe doesn't matter if you're left or right, red or blue. The government don't give a fuck about you. And behind behind the
That's fair.
curtains, they're all on the same team.
That's a
Yes.
fair assessment.
That's why we need to reform the government. Someone put in your chat,
We
check out
gotta
the website,
which one?
nationalassembly.net, and subscribe to his hard line. If you believe in the Constitution, if you believe that the Constitution, that we should be living common law, that we should be governing ourselves,
Right. Well, because
and
you know what government to govern means to control.
yes, and
So, and
it's supposed to be the people telling the government what to do, but
right.
they
And if we don't do something about it soon, we're not going to be able to anymore because they're slowly stripping away our rights. I
yes,
mean, the whole purpose of the Second Amendment, they're slowly taking that away, and the whole purpose of that is so that you could stand up against the tyrannical government.
Yep.
But now they're taking those rights away slowly and slowly and slowly. So, like, like frogs in a boiling pot of water.
yes,
And then before we know it, we're not going to be able to stand up against the government because you know,
right,
they make you a criminal overnight just by passing a law. You haven't been a criminal your whole life, and then all of a sudden, ARs are illegal, and you've had one for 15 years, and all of a sudden you're a criminal because they passed a law. You know.
no,
Cold dead hands. Come get it.
yep. way we are here in Texas. Mm-mm.
Well, yeah, I think if anything, if everyone did lose all their rights and the government did take over, I think Texas would be its own country because I don't think it would ever, like Texas would be the only one. Like, well, we can't really touch Texas.
Well, and that Texas is really pushing that. It's TEXIT is to exit the government. And supposedly there's 13 other states that would join us if we do that. And the only issue that I see with that is Mexico and the cartel. I think that they would just swoop in. Well, I mean, they already have swooped in, but I think that they would try to take
Right.
Texas back. There's a book, it's called Texas, that my grandmother had me read, goodness, years ago. And it talks about that. It talks about how Mexico was going to put their people in government offices in Texas. They were going to put them in all the positions where they would have the power to take Texas back when the time came. And I read that like 30, 40 years ago. And so I've been watching and I can see where, wow, okay, this is what's happened. Is it possible? I don't know. I know there's a lot of people here. I know my ancestors have been here since the Alamo. And so I know that blood's still running through us. Get my drift?
Right, right.
I could see some kind of unification to where it came down to that point to where Texas actually got to that point to where they seceded away from the United States. I think Mexico and Texas would have a team up.
I would hope.
Wild theory.
I just saw, didn't Mexico just get a new president and it's a woman?
I think they
Sure.
did.
See,
Not
hey,
sure.
the chef. If anyone did that here, the chef. Oh my God, you'd have every cop on the island surrounding you. It's so far left here. It's ridiculous, man. So hard to get to legally. I'll just say that it's so hard to legally get a gun. So with that being said, I don't have any. You know what I'm saying?
I lost them in a boating accident. That's all.
Yeah, I went deep sea fishing one day and shit happens. But no, they do. They make you jump through so many. They make it so hard that most people are just like, it's not even worth it.
Yeah. That's the way it is in California where my brother is. So
Yep, California. Yep, same. Yep.
Yep. So we have his stuff. When he's here, we practice and play around. And then, but I'm sure he can take care of himself. He was in the Navy. He's good.
All right. Well, yeah, I'm still good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just yeah. It's hard to say live, but
I know.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's nerve wracking sometimes because it's like it's so and the same thing. Second Amendment. You go to Florida. You go to Florida. It doesn't matter if it's registered or not. It's the Second Amendment, right?
Same here.
Not here.
I don't
think they know.
I got some issues with that.
Well, and I can understand being in Atlanta. That's a pretty rough place, isn't it?
That's what I've heard.
Me too. I don't know.
So is Detroit, but
Yes.
all my friends in Detroit have just one time one of my buddies when 9/11 happened, my phone rang and my buddy, I'm like, hey man, he's all thousands and thousands and thousands of bullets. I'm like, what? He goes, I got thousands, and I'm like, oh, okay. I don't think we got to worry about it, but who knows, right? But all my friends are like that in Detroit. They all have so many firearms and
Yeah.
so much. It's just everyone's ready.
I have a friend that makes seeds. If that's what you want to.
Right.
Yeah. There's a lot of people here that, and I didn't realize when I was doing the census, I didn't even think about it being something bad until the last year I did it. And some really close friends of mine, I saw them in the grocery store, and he said, I know what you're doing. If you come on my property, we are not friends if you're on my property. And I'm like, whoa, okay. And then now that I've been talking to people, it's like, oh my goodness, I was involved in that. Because the mapping, it was any building you saw was put on that map. But you didn't think anything of it because they have you convinced that you're just looking to see how many people there are and what the median income is, and that's your job, is to just see that. And then it's like, now I see, hell no, that wasn't what they had me doing. And hopefully all those buildings have changed since then. I think it was about 10 years ago, well, 14 now, was the last time I did it. That
That's
is
not a bike. That's a three-wheeler. A
Hey
reverse
now, hey,
three-wheeler.
hey. So we went from a two-wheel to a three-wheel. And
Nice.
but you know what? I love this. It's a
They look.
can.
I've never rode one yet, but they look fun.
It is. It's a Can-Am Spider. It's automatic. It's a breeze going down the highway. If you're in loose gravel, you still have the same issues. That back wheel will go out from under you and nothing flat. I found out the hard way, but I didn't recognize.
I hate you people. get some lean in your life. Sorry. I'm not talking bad or hating on you. I'm a two-wheel guy. I'm a crotch rocket guy.
You know what? That's what I used to have. Was this was shit? What was this? 24 years ago. But I had a CBR 600, and now I don't know, man. I think I'd rather have a Harley.
Well, and actually, this is my mother's bike that I'm sitting on, and she's 84. So yes, she's going to have three wheels. She could not hold it up anymore. And so this was the safest option. She's had a bike since she was 15 years old. And so she, before all this happened, she would ride it around. I tried to get her to go to the pig roast, to the biker rally here, to be the oldest person there on a bike, and she had gotten sick at that time. I think some things just aren't meant to be. When the truckers were coming to Texas. I had every plan to be there. The one in Dripping Springs, I was going to go there to that one. And that Sunday before, I got sick. And Ted Nugent was there. And I missed him.
You missed it. Missed him play. Shit.
Yes. Yep. I was sick. Or else I would have been there. But I've been told it's a good thing I wasn't. All the names are out there on a list. One of those things.
Oh, yeah, there you go. See a Sportster. I would love to have a Sportster.
This chef, I had a Gixxer 650. Those things are nut busters, man. I hated those gas tanks on that thing, and I had a CBR 1000. That's the best bike I ever had. But that thing would get me in trouble. As soon as those blue lights come on, click, click. Fuck you. Because I'm riding at night.
CBR 1000 would have. I wouldn't be here right now if I would have had that. I just
top spin. Oh my goodness.
That's why I want to get me a fucking cruiser now. I just want to lay back and ride. I got this CDL. Right. I want to protect my license. I got to get out of that running from cop lifestyle now.
That's the thing that sucks too, is because I really do want to get like just something to cruise on, like a Harley or a Sportster or something. But even if I did, I wouldn't want to here because, and I've said this my whole life, but when I moved here, like people are really bad drivers. So it's scary. Plus the way traffic gets here. The dude was splitting lanes the other day, and I instantly just started praying for him. I'm like, man.
Yes, we
People
had a
don't pay attention.
this evening, and helicopters and everything. It was really bad, and I'm just like, because I see people, and so the people that were having to detour were so mad because there was an accident and they had to detour. They were throwing their hands up. They were speeding. They were going. My daughter was speeding and they were passing her. And I'm like, we were just talking about that whenever we saw what was going on and saw the life flight landing. And I said, it's because people just cannot slow down. They cannot concentrate enough to drive the speeds that they're driving. It's either their phones or I don't know what they're doing, but they're just not paying attention. And we have more head-ons here. They need to do something here because it is ever since just before Thanksgiving of last year, we have had at least 30, 40 head-ons in our county.
Yeah, and they only if they shut the road down or the highway down or whatever, they only do that if someone
is
not alive anymore. You know what I mean?
I believe there was a fatality. The way the ambulance left, you can tell after being on the fire department and everything.
Yes, anytime I got to take a detour, again, I just start praying because if you got to take a detour, you know someone didn't make it, and otherwise they're not going to shut it down. You know.
Yes, and that's what I was doing when I was down at the river. I was praying for all that were involved because it was really bad. When the traffic's backed up for at least 2 miles. But yeah, I've seen bikers ride like that and they're just zipping in and out of the cars and then So they put a turning lane in the middle of the highway thinking that would help. And I've seen people use the turning lane as a passing lane. And it's like,
Oh wow! I just visualized that. Oh man.
yeah. And then that's how it happens. You're sitting there waiting to turn, and somebody just flies up on you because we're in the hill country. It's hilly, and you come over a hill, and there's somebody sitting there trying to turn, and you're in the turning lane.
Where'd Dave go?
I don't know. I'm starting to think he's not going to come back.
I wonder if
Get the best of him.
I think he had a really, 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 really awesome day.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I love David. David Devine's the shit, man. First time I came across him, I was like, yeah, this guy's super cool.
I'm jealous of his chin beard. I want my shit to grow out that long. But genetics can't do it. I'm gonna get some weave. Manchu, just yeah.
I played a video of this guy singing, and his beard is, you can't even see the end of it. I don't know how long it is, but the whole time he's singing, it is just like, and you can tell he keeps it groomed and brushed, and it's, some of these men in here, they have amazing beards.
Yeah, every time I start growing mine out, like once it gets to here, it's just like and then I just trim it.
Drives you crazy.
And plus, Nina doesn't like facial hair at all.
Yeah.
So it took a good 6 months before she was like, "Well, I guess that's what you're gonna have on your face." Like, but I got a silly chin. If I shave, I did once like a year and a half, 2 years ago, maybe now. Wow, time flies. But my mom came to visit, and she's like, "Oh, Steven, what's that shit on your face?" So I don't get to see my mom too often, so I shaved for her. And as soon as I did it, I looked in the mirror and I was like, "Huh, fuck did I just do?" I was like that little kid when they're like 3 years old and all they know is their dad, and then they'll shave and come in, and the kid will be like freak out.
That happened. My ex-husband had a full beard when we started dating, got married, and then had the kids, and he shaved, and he walked in and he looked identical to his oldest brother, that's like 8 years older than him, to where the girls were like, "Uncle Mike?" And I'm like, I'm just rolling because I knew it was him, but yeah. And I've heard a lot of men say it makes them look like they have a baby face or something if they shave it off.
Yeah, well, I mean, now I don't mind baby face, but
Right.
I got a weird chin. It's just it's weird. Maybe one day you guys will see it, but I don't know. It just goes from like here, and then it just goes like straight back. So I got to cover it up.
We're too worried about what we look like.
Hey, the chef, I just got to see you real quick, and you can turn your camera back off if you want. I just got it. Okay, you're good. You're good. Or you can leave it on. Okay.
Hey,
what's up, man? Aloha.
Hello,
yeah.
chef.
I don't think I've ever met you before on panel.
No, I'm not on panel. I've talked to you in the chat a couple times, I think.
Yeah. Right on. Good to meet you, man. Thanks. So you just got at 2:30 in the morning. You were riding.
Seeing you guys were live, and I like the conversation y'all were having. It's nice to see everybody having a discussion and not arguing and getting all up in the feels, you know. It's like,
Okay,
Right.
let's argue. What is your natural environment of your background? You son of a bitch.
oh, that's my sporty. Here, that's my sporty.
Yeah, that's awesome right there.
It's just a 1200 custom. She got a little work done to her, but
Or is that a computer generated image?
no, I promise you that's my sport. I'll switch cameras and go out to the garage and show you.
No, you ain't gotta do that. It's okay. I believe you. I believe you. And look at the beard on this motherfucker. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I know. That's why I got to start growing out again because everyone's got a better. I don't even have a beard. I just got facial hair.
You got a goatee going. I can't do the mustache. That shit bothers me. I like 6, boy. You got yours cleaned up, looking good. I like that.
This is the best I can do, and it took so long for it to come in because I got Indian, Black, and Jamaican conflicting with each other.
Yeah.
It took me a while. Like in college, I finally started growing facial hair properly, but you know, all my stuff doesn't grow in fully still.
Dude, that's funny because my son is 31 and he's still like that. He like it grows like a little bit here, nothing right here, and a little bit over here, and then it'll grow like. And he's like, I can't grow facial hair, dude. And he's 31. Like, damn, you must get that from your mom, bro.
Yeah.
No,
He's got a lot of Indian. You got a lot of Native American in it?
Yeah, my Indian and Jamaican like kind of conflict with each other, and then the black is up here on top of my head. The African, our hair, we get gray early in my family, but everybody, my uncles, first cousins, second cousins, all their hair grows in perfectly, but facial hair is like wild card. But I'm more conflicted opposed to them because my dad was Jamaican, and that conflicts with a lot of crap. And it's like I don't know what's going on anymore. It's just like
yeah, I tell everybody I'm a Heinz 57. I'm one of the biggest mutts out there in the world.
Yeah, I don't even know what I am.
I am too.
I got Scottish, Irish, Dutch, German, Native American, English.
I think any of us has been here for a while. It's kind of like that. That my great grandmother was Choctaw, but then another great grandmother was Scottish, and it's all there. But what y'all were talking about, I don't have any hair on my arms, like no hair, but my hair is long.
Yeah. Hey, those spiders that you're sitting on there, Bonnie, those are fun, man. It's like riding a snowmobile on the streets, you know?
Yes. It's fun.
I know a couple, and they're husband and wife, and they have a his and hers version. She loves the tar out of that thing. She's like, oh, yeah, it'll get out from underneath you if you ain't careful. You go around them corners and you throttle up, it's going to go. It might not go the direction you want it to, but she's going to go.
Yeah.
I haven't ridden one yet. I want to. They look a lot of fun.
Yeah, me neither, but yeah, they do. I would love to ride one of those.
Snowmobiles are fun, so I know those got to be fun. Being on the street with one.
Yeah.
That's funny. Like, to compare it to a snowmobile, for me, yeah, because I grew up in Detroit, but it just reminds me when I first moved here, and one of my helpers at a company I was working for, I I don't remember what the conversation was, but it was something about snow blowers. Like it snows and you get the snow blower out.
Right.
And this guy was like, "Oh, what's that, Steve?" And I thought he was messing with me, and I'm like, "What's what?" He's all snow blower. I'm like, "What?" And I just like laughed. He goes, "No, what is that, Steve?" He's like, "You being serious?" He goes, "Yeah, what, like, does it like make snow or something?" Like, no, it's a snow blower. It's if it snows and you gotta like shovel your sidewalk, you
You ain't
don't
gotta
have to
shovel
shovel
shit.
it. Yeah, But he grew up in Hawaii, so I was like, dude's
Oh,
never seen snow, so it just never crossed my mind. So
Yeah.
yeah, so I was just thought it
there's
was funny because if I like compared it out here to like it's like riding a snowmobile, they'd be like, "Oh, what's that snowmobile? What
there's
does
some
that do?"
parts of Hawaii that they'll see some snow, but they don't
Yeah, on the
mess
Big
with it like
Island.
that.
Yeah, Big Island, you can
Up in the
go to the top
mountains.
of the mountain, ski or snowboard, and then at the end of the day, you're at the beach surfing.
That's I never wanted to go to Hawaii, but to be able to snowboard and then go surfing in the same day, that would be something
Right.
fun. But you could do that in California. I don't have to go
Yeah.
to all the way to
Right.
Hawaii to do that. And I'm not on a volcano. I've been to all lower 48
Well,
states, but I've never been to Alaska or Hawaii. They're both on
yeah,
my bucket list, but Hawaii's like way down at the bottom.
I've never been to Alaska, but the island that I live on, there hasn't been an active volcano here in like hundreds, if not thousands of years. So, but on the Big Island where my wife's daughter lives, is where the active volcanoes are, and it's like I wouldn't live there. I don't want to be. It's like when I first moved here, I was like, "Well, good luck with the volcanoes," and I'm like, "Sure," because where I'm going, I don't have to worry about it.
Right.
That's good.
But then
Yeah.
it sucks when you got family on it because you remember not that long ago when the volcano like erupted and all those houses got burned down.
Oh yeah.
That was
Yeah.
like right by my wife's daughter's house, so it's like you start freaking out. Like, you guys okay?
A friend of mine, him and his wife went over there for like a honeymoonish type event. She bought them airline tickets for Christmas, and they went probably about 3 months ago, I think it was. And he was showing me video of all the different carnage and for the fires. And he
Oh
said that there
yeah,
was
in
like
Maui.
so
Yeah.
many people living in the tree lines and living, they'll like sneak up on the beaches down in the dunes and like build little shelters out of sand and stuff just to have a place to live because they don't have no
Yep.
home anymore.
That is horrible. And so, Steve, is there any improvement there? Because I haven't heard any.
Well, for the Maui fires for that island, there last I heard is well, for the longest time they wouldn't even let the public see anything or
Why?
film anything. And
Everything
last
is
I
being
heard,
censored.
they opened that up. Yeah, and they're just I mean, that's the government for you, man. It's like they're hiding so much shit.
Yes.
I think if we really knew everything, none of us would be able to handle it because it's way more than what we think.
So is it true? Is it? Sorry, Bonnie, go ahead.
No. I was
I,
just gonna say I had seen some yachts that had come in to bring supplies, and they were filming what they could, and um, it wasn't good. I mean,
Right?
yeah, I heard the Rock and Oprah and a bunch of the big names out there. They're all trying to buy up all the land for dirt cheap from people.
Yep. And that's the funny part too is those fires and how weird it was, how what burned and what didn't. And they also went around Zuckerberg's house and around Oprah's house. It for some reason it just the fire was going that way, and it said, "Oh, we're gonna go this way."
It's
And then
almost
we're
like
going,
controlled.
yeah, it's this, yeah,
The blue roofs.
yeah, and then and dude, so many people painted their houses and their roofs blue, even on this island. It didn't even happen on this island, but it's just like boom, like that. Everyone's
Yep.
And then they like redirected a lot of the water to like certain irrigation areas and farm areas, but didn't allow other farm areas to get it. Or,
Yeah. I can't remember what that guy's name was. He was a real estate agent, and he was going around.
Oh yeah, that dude he blew up. His channel blew up for that. I know who you're talking about. I can't think of his name.
I think his last name was West. Maybe.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of his channel name. Yeah. Shoot. Yeah, he went from he went from like 5,000 to like 100,000 subscribers in a week.
Yeah. Well, he was one of the first ones that I saw pop up, and I wanted to see what was going on there. Deanna had friends there, and Stephanie, and so I was like,
Hawaii real estate. Sorry, it just popped in my head. I had to say it.
Yeah.
But Hawaii real estate. Yeah.
And he even got the cops were harassing him when they were. I think he was the one that was showing the two cars side by side, and the one with the melted, like it takes temperatures abnormal.
True.
With the fire department, we've seen burn up cars, and that metal that was melting on those cars, it doesn't happen in a regular fire.
Right.
And that's what they were pointing out. And I was like, I'm glad they noticed that, because it just doesn't happen.
Well, I mean, there was even spots where the fire was heading, and then there's like a huge parking lot and trees, and it somehow still got across but didn't burn the trees.
Yeah, I saw that too.
It just doesn't make sense, right?
Yep.
But I was watching the one, I think that's when I found his channel, the one where he was live and the cops were giving him a hard time. And then he started realizing, like about First Amendment and stuff. And it's like, how are you, I'm not committing a crime. Why are you like treating me like a criminal?
Yep. And I've seen a lot of videos of the city council meetings also, and how the city was planning to rebuild everything before that even happened. And then at the city council meetings, they would just be like, we understand your frustration, and just acting like it was nothing.
Mm-hmm.
I saw they don't do like they did over in, what was it, Fiji or Tahiti or something, or
yeah,
where they like that one YouTuber guy spent thousands and thousands, probably even millions of dollars building houses for all the people on the island because they got taken out by the hurricanes and stuff, and the people started selling the houses.
Yeah.
Damn.
Because they'd rather be homeless and have drugs and whatever, I don't know, it's weird.
Yeah, so they were given basically a free house,
mm-hmm.
and then they sell it to go.
He went
back.
over there and built dozens and dozens of homes for these people, and it was all him. He had some help, with sponsors and and subscribers and stuff, helping out. And he went over there and was doing a really good thing, and people was like basically shit in his face. Sorry, excuse my language, but they just, I couldn't believe it. I was disgusted by it.
Man.
Yeah, that sucks because I can't. Oh yeah, that's like a slap in the face.
Yeah, That's going to make other people not want to, contribute, do things,
Yes, that's what it does.
And he
Stop.
got a lot of slack because people are like, there's a lot of people, well, there's a lot of homeless in America. Why aren't you helping them? And well, it'd be the same way, unfortunately.
When most of the homeless that I have spoken with or seen on videos and stuff, they want to be. They don't want to live in a home for whatever reason. This is one guy, he had a job, he would go to work and then go back to his tent, and that's just the way he wanted to.
It's kind of all over the map here because I've talked to a lot of homeless people in the past 2 months, 3 months.
Yeah.
And it's the ones that are just drug addicts, basically, you know right away. Like, that's just a given. But then you have the ones that they're just so, because they were born and raised here. This is their land. And it was stolen from the white man in America. It literally was stolen from the white man.
Right.
And they lost everything because of it. And they don't want to have anything to do with the government. So that's why they do that. And like a lot of them, like I met a couple that have 3 jobs and they're, barely getting by with, 3 part-time jobs, minimum wage, and still living homeless. And then there's, a handful that just had a shitty childhood, been on their own since they were like 13, 14 years old, don't know any other way, And then the ones that are just used to it because they've been, I mean, the one encampment we went to, there's 5, 6, 7-year-olds, but it's like their own community and the government doesn't touch them.
But Hawaii's like really blue, right?
Oh yeah.
And that's what's so weird is what you were describing, that they would still go that direction, seeing that the government's not helping them.
Right.
Well, you still have a large population of the Jewish community that are standing by the blue standards after what's been going on with this whole Hamas Israel thing. There's a lot of fuckers in the Israel community that are still supporting Kamala Harris. And it's just like, these people just supported the persecution of your innocent college students who were just trying to get an education. The way they're being attacked, they're still being, the blue backs this as free speech. So get the fuck out of here. What the hell? How the hell can you be Jewish and still vote Democrat after what's been going on? I don't get it.
I don't either.
Yeah, all my years of voting, and I never really paid Obama came in office. I ain't gonna lie. First time around when he came up, he talked a good talk. I voted for him.
No.
I did. It was a mistake, but I did. Can't, I'll own it. Unfortunately, he did not help our country none that I could tell. In my lifetime, the greatest president so far, I had to say, was Reagan.
Yeah. Well,
even though I was young and wasn't paying attention to politics even back then, but I still remember him talking on TV and just his demeanor, the way he addressed everything and got stuff done. Now, yeah, later on I learned about the Contra, scam ordeal going on. But he owned it. He didn't try to play it down or anything. He owned up to it. He said it happened under my watch. I'm responsible. He didn't try to play it off or pin it on somebody else or anything like that. So I respect the dude for that.
Yeah,
I'm not a big Trump fan by any means, but I could say my lifestyle and my life in general was a lot better those 4 years that he was running things.
I was just gonna say the same thing. I'm not for the government, period. But
I mean, I'm for the people.
Exactly, me too. But my life was a lot better under Trump.
Same, man.
Yep.
That transition going between Bush and to Obama, that's where I left the Democrat Party. I was a little excited, like, oh, hey, is the first black president nominee and all this, da 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 da. I'm like, okay, let me hear what this senator has to say. Oh, we gotta stand on the principles of things, I'm like, what the fuck is this guy talking about? And he just sounded like a robot to me. I'm just like, I don't know if I can get behind you.
One of the things that stuck with me that he said was, it's time for America to pull their pants up and get a job.
I was like, McCain was doing his thing. And I actually encountered a cop, a sheriff's deputy, and oh, dear God, I was out in Taylorsville, North Carolina, when that election was happening, and I went up to the gas station to get some beer. This fucker on his patrol car, marked, lights, everything, had a damn Obama sticker on his car. I'm like,
Wow.
can you do that?
Yeah, I don't think that's quite legal.
I don't think so either.
I don't think you can.
I didn't think much about it. I'm just like, okay, whatever. Da da da. And this was election night. And I'm just going in the gas station, da da da. He's standing there off to the side talking to the clerk. Yeah, I got my 6-pack, whatever, blah 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 blah. And he's just like, well. Oh, wait, no, he didn't have the Obama sticker. He had a McCain sticker. And he fucking asked me, he's just like, well, I think your boy's gonna win tonight. And I looked at him, I'm just like, who's my boy? There's a white cop. And I was just like, racist. I'm like, who's my boy? He's like, oh, didn't you vote for Obama? I was like, dude, I didn't vote at all. I just moved up here. I don't have the right to vote in this state. It was just like, I'm just here visiting, really. I'm not voting at all. He said, oh, don't you like Obama? I'm like, why should I?
Why? Because I'm black?
Me and him had a conversation, and I questioned him. I was like, why do you have that sticker on your car? Because I'm guessing that's your car. You're the only cop here. There's only one cop car outside. Why do you have that sticker on your fucking car? It was just like, oh, well, they just, things that we put on. He danced around the fucking question. And I'm just like, hey, man, I'm just trying to get some beer. I'm finna go home. Shit. Watch the rest of the polling results and all that shit. Da, 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 da. And the Obama one, I was just like, oh, great. Me, my guy I moved up there with, everybody, we were just mad. It was just like, weird. Skin color.
Yeah.
This fucker has no experience. A senator for what? Months? And well, we got to put this stammering idiot right in office. We're gonna do the things like give people cell phones. Cell phones for all. Yeah, that's gonna change America. Yeah.
Everybody get an Obama phone.
And then I'm gonna make you get insurance, and if you don't, we're gonna penalize you for it.
Yeah.
It was sad. It was sad to watch my community fall to the fucking nonsense of what's just the promotions of what this motherfucker was promoting. This he's black, you should support him. I got sick of that shit. That whole fucking Obama phone crap. That wow, where are these Obama phones now? The fucking you should love him because he looks like you. I got sick of that shit, and we're going through it again right now with Camel Toe, Kamala, whatever, however you want to say her fucking name. Fucking, I'm sick of this shit.
The laughing hyena.
Yeah, and she fits 2 of the boxes because she's female also.
Oh yeah.
But hey, she could teach you about the passage of time, though.
Because the passage of time is about how time has passed. And when time has passed, we can only look forward. But if we look back, we will notice how time has passed upon us. So we cannot let the passage of time be a considering factor to where the passage of time can affect us. It's like, bitch, what the fuck are you talking about?
People sit there looking at her with their mouth hanging open like, what?
Hey, you just made a lot more sense saying it and describing it than she ever thought about it.
you couldn't even really ask her, like, what are you saying? And if she answered you honestly, she'd be like, oh, I don't fucking know.
Emperism.
Tell me more.
Good to see you.
I don't know.
Or when she hired those child actors for the space thing or whatever she was doing, I don't remember. But yeah, those kids were acting like adults, but they're like 9, but she's talking to them like, and so in this, I'd have to pull up the video. I can't remember, but
and then nobody's really. You notice like the media is not really saying much about her husband.
Yeah.
Getting that.
Oh, the Jewish guy
getting the female pregnant. I'm like,
oh yeah, like what was it? A housemaid or something, or
what?
Yeah, he pulled like Arnold Schwarzenegger shit.
Yeah, he pulled a Schwarzenegger.
Wow.
And then we got the guy that spent millions putting women products in the boys' rooms. T-Palm Tim.
And then they call the right weird because the right doesn't want to put feminine products in the boys' bathroom. But
I mean, if anything, put condoms. I mean,
right? Like,
please.
Why like
have you noticed like the condom machines in the bathrooms, like in gas stations and stuff, ain't there no more?
Yeah.
But yet they're gonna spend millions of taxpayer money to put tampons in a boys' bathroom.
It doesn't make any sense.
Now, there is a small percentage. I was talking to somebody not too long ago about this. There's a small percentage of people out there that are born with bull parts.
Yes.
I grew up knowing them as hermaphrodites. Now, is that the proper term for it? I don't know. I'm not a specialist in that department. And I've only met one in my entire life. He was an adult back when I was a teenager. He was a neighbor a couple blocks down. Never bothered nobody. Decent guy. Good neighbor. So, if somebody is going to grade school or junior high or even high school, and they are born like that, if they have a problem where they do need such product, why can't they go to the nurse? Or why can't they go
just like
to their teacher and be like, hey, I need to go in here to this women's bathroom and get something off the machine,
Right.
it's just weird. It's odd that they would spend that much money to force that ideology onto everybody else.
And because, like you said too, it's a small percentage, and like you said, you've only met one. I've never met, not that I know of. I mean, if I did, they never told me. But it's such a small percentage that it's overdoing it to do something like that. Just for like you said, just I need to go to nurse. I need to go in the ladies' bathroom to get something.
Or just carry one on them, like other women do.
I mean, right.
Yeah.
Isn't that what the ladies do anyway?
Yes.
Yep.
Purses and before.
If I'm not mistaken,
Besides that, my whole thing about all of it is you need a man and a woman to reproduce. End of story.
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
End of story. It's like you no one's gonna reproduce unless you're a man and a woman. So,
And that's why they're pushing this so much, is to just put more of a wedge between men and women, family, anything good, they are going to go against it. God, family, all of it. It's to destroy the foundation of America, of the world. That's their goal.
Yep.
I used to think it was odd back when Japan had like a child law where you was only allowed one kid or two kids, or
yes.
I think they just recently changed it to 3.
Oh yeah, they repealed that shit because their population fucking numbers were dropping.
Yeah.
Yeah, and wasn't it only like female kid, or you can only have a girl, or some shit, or was it the opposite? You can't. I don't remember. But yeah, you can only have one kid.
Boys.
The girls would disappear. You had a girl baby, they were gone. And so now they see that was wrong, and they're begging their people to have children. And oh my, they're finding out a lot of them can't have children because they might have got some juice or something, maybe, or It's just kind of weird the way that's working out for them over there. I really think China's going to fall in the end.
Well, I'm wondering where the hell it's gonna go here in this damn country with all this push on fucking letting you gotta be 21 to buy a pack of cigarettes. You gotta be 21 to buy alcohol. You only gotta be 18 to go serve the country and die for it. But at the age of 6, you can decide to say, hey, do this to me, change me physically, make me a girl. I'm a boy, but make me a girl. I'm a boy, make me a girl. Like, really? What the hell? A lot of those cases have fell into the how do you say, these kids have made these realize the regret, and a lot of them, it's the numbers of the ooh-eyed, I don't want to say the word, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
The ooh-eyed rate has a significant number in that category, and it's just like a lot of them regret doing that, and it's just like, well, there should be an age limit on that. I believe that. I think it should be 18. Once what this country declares as an adult, you to be an adult, then you can make a decision. Do that then. But
I was talking to somebody about that tonight. Actually, I was like, I told him the same thing. I was like,
freaking Walt.
As a child, you should not have that right.
No.
Yes.
They
Pay taxes, and I'll give you that right. Pay taxes.
When I was a child,
you gotta be at least 18 to get a tattoo.
right? Yeah, good point.
That's altering your body. Getting a tattoo is altering your body in some form or shape.
When I was 7 years old, 8 years old, I wanted to be a freaking ninja.
Right?
My parents were like, think realistic, ain't gonna happen. But what if they would have been like, okay, Steven, you want to be a ninja? Okay. You know how fucked up my life would be if I thought I was gonna be a ninja or Batman or
Well,
Hey, I
whatever
wanted to
else.
be a ninja growing up too. You know what
You
I did?
know?
I went and cut up my clothes and I made my own ninja costume.
yes.
I got in trouble for cutting up my good clothes, but
Right. But you're not allowed. You should not be allowed to make. You're a child. You need guidance, and
you
the
need that.
guidance
You
you
need that
don't need.
creativity.
Right.
But
The
even
guidance you don't need is the guidance that says, "Sure, sweetie, do whatever you want. Cut your
I
thing
blame
off."
but that idea is being put in them from
Yep.
Right.
someone
Yeah,
because
learn
parents.
behavior.
I
Say
grew
I
up with 3
go
brothers playing football, basketball out in the street every day. Did I ever even think about being a boy because I
Exactly.
was out there doing everything with the guys? Well, not everything, but playing sports with the guys. No, it never even crossed my mind. It
Right.
wasn't even heard of back then. You just, man, I could
Yeah.
just imagine how somebody would have reacted if they said they wanted to switch sexes when I was growing up.
Did you hear
It
about
would,
the
you freak. What?
Did you hear about the
Right.
Olympics with that
Yes.
that Muslim? I think they were a boxer maybe or something, but he transitioned or is trans or whatever. He claimed to be a female, and the girl that he fought ended up having a brain aneurysm or something or brain hemorrhage
Oh my
and
God.
ended up dying.
Oh no.
And I'm like, wait a minute, he's Muslim,
Oh, you really
and I thought that was like against their religion and stuff.
It is.
To
That's
even touch a
death.
female. But I guess because he claims he's a female, it makes it okay. I'm not sure God works that way, regardless of what God you believe.
Mm-mm.
Or maybe they're taking that whole statement of God made man in his image, and does that you trying to combine female and male? I mean, because he made Adam allegedly in his image and gave the rib to make Eve. So are you these people, are you trying to combine them both? And it was like, oh, yeah, it can be both female and male because of the rib. And it's like, I've heard that argument from somebody, and it's just like, you know what, that makes no fucking sense whatsoever. If you believe that God made man and woman, then it should be man and woman. God did not also, after he made Adam and Eve, made, Charlie, who is both man and woman. It's just like, no.
Yeah, Charlie's not Charlene.
I was trying to think of a universal female and male name. Alex. How about that one? No, he
Alex
didn't do
becomes
that.
Alexa.
Apparently. This is all new crap too. Yeah, I graduated. I
Yes.
graduated 2000, and my time in school, this wasn't a thing. We had transvestites, and they were accepted. You know, we had our RuPaul drag queen thing going on. That was fine. That was cool. What's going on now is a whole new level of trying to this gender identity thing. This is new. We didn't have this back when I was in school. It was like, oh, I identify as a boy. I identify as a girl. No, we didn't have that crap. I don't.
And if somebody said I identify as a frog or a cucumber,
Oh my God. That
It's fantasy. It's fantasy land.
We identify as nouns, not pronouns.
Right.
It's
These
literally
kids-
fantasy land shit because how do you identify as who you are, not I want to be. I identify as a furry or whatever this shit's called.
Yeah.
Yes.
You don't identify as you identify as a human being. You have male genitalia. You identify as a man because that's what you are. You just don't make shit up in your head and be like, I want to be this today.
Yeah,
And that's
you were
it's
born. The doctor said that you was either male or female when you was born, and that was that.
but see, I think it's almost like a fad because I remember like when my kids were in school and all of a sudden it was cool to be gay. All these high school girls were all of a sudden saying they were gay. I don't know if it's because the guys sucked or whatever it was, but
Okay,
and they're
we had a
all
girl.
married now with kids. No, they weren't. It was just a thing.
We had a girl in school, and she was real tomboyish. Didn't think nothing of it, because I had a sister growing up, and she, had two blood brothers, and then three stepbrothers that she grew up with, and she was out there playing football, wiffle ball, everything else with us. She was tackling everybody just like we were tackling each other. Didn't think nothing of it, and but this girl in school that she was, played in the, down at the park at the football area. And, later on in life, I met up with her again, and she introduced me to her girlfriend, wife, whatever. Well, it was a girlfriend. They claimed to be wives, but at the time they didn't have the legal marriage yet going on. And but she hated men.
Yeah.
And she tried so hard to be a man. And I just asked her because I was curious.
Right.
I understand you're attracted to females. I get that. Okay. But you hate men and you're going to be prejudiced towards your men, but yet you're trying to be a man.
So she was
Good
a dyke.
point. Well, that's what I don't get because that's a great point, man. Because
She would tape her boobs down. She'd wear the muscle shirts, cut her hair short, and she looked like a dude.
She was a dyke.
Yeah.
And see, that's another classification had no problems with. We had no problems with them. We knew them when we saw them. You had your dykes, you had your bull dykes. It's fine. That's
Right.
fine.
That's what's weird. That's what's weird to me because, like, why is it like more of like lesbians or the dykes or whatever? They hate men, but they want to like be. But gay guys still love women.
I think it's something along the lines of the mental capacity. Well, I'll say the mental insufficiency of they think that they could perform better for a woman than a man can. So that's why they hate the men so much. This is what I got out of it. They think they can do better pretending to be a man than an actual man performing for a woman. That's what I got out of that crap. But I had no problem with them. They didn't go around saying, I identify as a man. I'm a man. I'm changing my gender. They didn't do that. They knew they were female. They knew it.
Yep.
And
And they stuck by it.
They didn't bring the bedroom out in public.
Exactly. I've never had problems with growing up. I never had problems with lesbian or gay. I had gay friends growing up, and they like came out, not like, but they told me they came out to me like by telling me at like age 16, and I was like, okay, I'm like, but I'm not, so don't like, you're not hitting on me, are you? And they're like, no, I just said, but I never had anything against it. Just don't like you said, don't bring it. Don't try
to force your ideology onto me.
Right,
That's
exactly.
the problem I have with the trans people that are going around doing these shows. It's the drag queens shows. They're bringing it out in the public now. Used to be, it was just in a club. If you wanted to go to that type of club, you went there to watch the drag queens. And now it's like, nope, we're taking it out in the public. We're going to show it to these kids. We're going to wiggle our whatever in front of them.
Yeah,
And
it's like
that's why I have a problem.
if Steve or Sick or yourself, if you guys had a son and he turned 18 or even 21 or whatever, and you wanted to take him out to his first, or I'm sorry, if he was like 17 going on 18 or whatever, and you want to take him to his first strip club, they're not going to allow him in because he's not 21 yet.
Right.
But yet,
Right.
6, 7, 8-year-olds can go and get on stage with drag queens.
Yeah.
At a strip club. They can put money in the G-strings. They can learn how to twerk. They can learn how to, like.
Yeah.
And this is perfectly okay with people.
No. And
That's
so
a whole different level of double standards,
Yep. But if it's not okay with you, then you're one of those far right, terroristic, whatever they call them now. Yep.
I had a friend, he'd tell me all the time, "Boy, you sure are cute." And I'm like, "Yeah, well, I ain't your type, so keep on walking."
It's funny you say that because, dude, I mean, not in the past 10 years maybe, but in Detroit a lot. So at least 15 years ago, up until 15 years ago, but a lot of the customers that were gay always hit on me. And my buddy Nate, that I used to do plumbing with back in Detroit, he'd always laugh. He's like, "Dude, the gay dudes love you, man." And I'm like, it sucks for them because I don't know. I guess if I were gay, I wouldn't have a problem finding a date. I don't know. I don't know what to say, but
See, I understand what you're saying there. 'Cause, I kinda got that shit too. It's just being able to talk to motherfuckers, being
right.
able to just hang out with people that your fellow male friends that are gay. And it's like, yeah, okay, yeah, you're cool. Da da da. They don't push their stuff on you.
No.
And it's just like, yeah, we can hang out, da da da, cool. Hell, I got some gay friends that made the best wingmen and got me hooked up with some hot females. It's like,
Yep.
okay, cool. Um, that's fine. But yeah, don't tell me like, oh, you make a great gay guy. No.
Hey, I don't know what it is, but you're right on. I mean, if you have even just one or two, your friends sitting there at the club, and they're obviously, really flamboyant, whatnot, but the females see you hanging out with them and chilling and vibing with them, and it's kind of a turn on to them. I don't know why it and how it happens like that, but it is. I've seen it multiple times happen. I tell
Yeah,
my friends all the time, "Hey, y'all never need a wingman, call me." Shoot.
I've gone to a gay bar too with some of my gay friends, and I wingmanned for them just because I was getting free drinks. Cause I would play the like either my friend was getting me drinks or I would just play the role
Yep.
and get free drinks out of these idiots. So like, oh no, I'm sorry, I'm married. She's a beautiful woman. They'd be mad,
Well, and like
but I'm there for
60,
my
70,
friend.
60 to 70% of that, party time is everybody's on the same level. It's only that little small percentage that you're different from what they're different from. And that's your preference on you like women and you're married. They just happen to like the other sex, and
Yeah.
but
yeah,
see what I don't get is like the sex part, right? Like there's natural sex. There's boys have a penis and girls have a vagina, right?
Right.
So that other hole in that area for men or women, that is not a hole for sexual purposes. You
Nope.
still can't reproduce if you use that hole for women or men. So that should not be touched. That's all the proof I need.
Yes,
That's
Right.
it, Stanley.
so. Oh, I'm so. That's a complicated area, but it's not. I understand exactly what you're saying. I understand exactly what you're saying. The natural holes are for reproductive purposes, according to the Bible. Everything. Um, that one's just a bonus.
Oh my
So to
goodness.
say.
Hey, there's a lot of people. There's a lot of people out there that don't like that either.
Oh,
That's what I'm
Yes,
saying.
And
there is.
so and that's what I okay. Say you got a couple of gay guys, and they don't believe in that, and I'm like, well, that's because me, I enjoy exploring the female body. It.
Oh, I love the female body.
I mean, there's just I don't know. I mean, when you touch on a female in certain areas, you can just tell, that it arouses them, and so I
That's
just
me.
can't see it the other way. There's like, I don't know.
I think it's time for me to jump down now.
No,
no, we're not done yet.
we can change the subject, but
No, we really do need
No,
to. Got a babysit.
actually, it's going on 11, and I came home from work and jumped on right away, and I still haven't eaten all day. So
oh yeah,
I'm gonna go maybe another 15 minutes, and then
Goodness.
well, I appreciate you letting me come up and hang out and discuss some things with you guys. It's nice to
I
nice to see
appreciate
a panel with
it.
adult conversations. I'm sure there's a lot of things that we all see differently on, but the fact that we could sit up here and discuss things and in a respectful manner to everybody, and
Right, and that's my whole
nobody's getting
point.
butthurt about nothing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's one of the main reasons I love to do the live streams, because at the end of and I say this at the end of every one of my streams too, at the end of the day, we all have so much more in common than we don't have in common. So don't focus on the little shit, the little things we don't have in common. Focus on how much we do have in common, and just that alone is going to make it such a better world.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And the good stuff is what we have to build on to get things right again. Somehow, some way.
Right.
Well,
Exactly.
Bonnie, it was a pleasure meeting you. Sick.
It was nice
Nice to
meeting
meet
you,
you.
Steph.
Steve.
And
Nice
Yeah,
to meet you,
nice
sir.
to
I'm
meet
glad I
you.
was able to come up on your panel finally and kind of
yeah,
see it face to face. Here, let me put my cameras on. Hang on. I set my StreamYard up to with the quick keys, and it's not working sometimes. I don't know why. Sometimes I can hit the button that I assigned that that turns stuff on and off with, but they don't work out sometimes. But
Yep.
oh,
Thank
it's
you for
4
doing it.
o'clock in the morning here. I'm in Missouri, by the way.
Misery.
Missouri.
Misery.
Hey, it's nice right now. It's 60 degrees outside. Windows are open.
I used to live out there. I lived in. I was in Springfield.
You was where?
I was in Springfield. I used to live
Oh,
out
okay.
there.
Yeah, I know exactly where you're at. I'm not far. I'm probably
Right
depending
now
on how
here,
fast I go, I can make it there in 30, but it's usually like an hour.
it's 77 here.
It only take me like 15, 20 minutes maybe as the crow flies, but you know how the Ozarks are.
Ah, the good old Ozarks.
Yeah, I'm out in the sticks. I love it. It's fun.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I go to Missouri or I go to Springfield area a lot. Hey Charlie, good to see you. Welcome.
Hey, Charlie.
Charlie Gabalden.
Yeah, I'm kind of towards the Branson area.
Oh, Branson. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
yeah,
have
I'm in between Nixa and Branson area.
I have some friends that live, I guess it's south of Branson. It would be
It's almost Arkansas.
towards Arkansas. Yeah, like I think it's Pawnee County. Is that it?
Taney, yeah.
Me. That's it.
Yep, Taney County. Yep.
All right. Well, y'all have a good night. Thank you,
You
Steve.
too.
No, yeah, thank you
Bless,
guys for
guys.
coming up. It was awesome, and yeah,
I'll
you
try
guys
to
are
catch
always
you again
welcome. We
sometime.
definitely have to do this again.
Yeah, I got a small channel. I do a lot of like promoting of independent artists that are upcoming that I find and
Right
do a lot
on. Yeah, I
of
was doing it for a while with the independent artists. I was doing the Where It Begins, and
okay.
then I did the karaoke for a little bit. But with my work and yeah, it's got repetitive, and it was starting to get harder to find more independent artists to come on, and
Yeah.
Well, if
then
you
I got
ever want to bring somebody on, I can introduce you to a couple pretty good artists.
oh right on
They'd
sweet
be more than willing to come over. They're all about it. They know what it's like to you know not be promoted by major radio stations and such.
right and I've actually had in the last couple months a few people, when are you gonna do Where It Begins again? I'm like, shit, man, it's just
I'm working on a interview as soon as our schedules get to where we can do it. I'm going to be interviewing one of them on my channel here shortly. And he just wrote a really good song. If you like country music, you'll love it. If you don't like country music, probably still going to love it. But it's he calls it the MAGA anthem. It's called Leave Me the Hell Alone. And it is pretty powerful stuff.
Does it get copyrighted?
No. I play it every time, every live stream I do, I play it. He told me if YouTube does, let him know, and he'll take it off there for me.
Okay. I'll play it tomorrow night.
He don't care if anybody plays any of his stuff. He's a fairly small channel. I think he's only got like 3,000 subscribers or something like that. I'm like, dude, you should have like 1 million subscribers. But
yeah,
I'm
I know
hoping
a
I
few.
can submit. I'm hoping I can get his
right now.
I'm hoping that I can get his stuff to Donald Trump, and maybe Trump can start playing it like at his rallies or something, along with the "God Bless America" song that he does and Kid Rock song and whatnot.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Southern Southern.
Adam Grant is the guy's name.
Is that what I wrote down? I saw you put that in chat.
Really cool guy.
Got it. Look for him on YouTube.
He's on YouTube. He's on Facebook, and he does some live streams.
There he is. I'm trying to fucking drop your link in the chat for the people.
Yeah, I did sound and roadie work for a blues band for like 7 years. And, so I got a lot of stuff that I've been coming across that I've been putting on my channel of theirs. And I do moto vlogging, riding motorcycles through the areas, different lakes and stuff. And fishing. I'm working on some editing on a fishing trip I just got done doing. Went to Arkansas for 4 days.
Is this the one?
That's the one.
Oh shoot, let's play it. Let's check it out.
Wait, I went to the chef.
And this is his property that this was filmed on.
Oh, I've seen this.
Oh man, just make them around. You and Michael been out there in turkeys. You tell. I've been chasing them. Michael's been killing them all over the country. Speaking of the country, man, I was in there watching the daggone news, and it's unbelievable, unreal what this country has come to. You know what I mean? You're right about that. It's crazy. It ain't the country I grew up in, I can tell you that. I know.
Troubled times. I'm afraid the better days that we've seen have done passed us by. Nothing but lies. You can't believe a damn word that they say. They're messing with our lives. News on the TV, nothing but negativity, just poison to the soul. What's right is wrong, what's wrong is right. They challenge God's word with all their might. I can't help but wonder, where's this country gone? Lunatics and politics, about enough to make you sick. It's corruption to the bone. Mr. Washington, D.C., best thing you can do for me is leave me the hell alone. Hey, I'm just a good old boy, raising hell and making noise. I'm 80 million strong. Ain't much for backing down. Gonna fight and stand my ground. Got an army of my own. Best thing you can do for me, leave me the hell alone.
Love to have that gun.
Oh yeah, look at that. Damn. 50 cal?
Declaring war on Donald Trump with their bullshit stories that they're making up. They can't stand the fact that he speaks the truth. I don't know what's going on, but I can tell that something's wrong on Pennsylvania Avenue. Crooked ass politicians, you might ought to pay attention. This country's tired of you. You hate our guns and our freedom. Piece of shit like you is why we need them. So don't hold your breath, we ain't giving up. Double standard way of law. What's good for them is bad for y'all. Change all the rules, make them up as you go. Mr. Washington, D.C., best thing you can do for me is leave me the hell alone. Hey, we're just a good old boys, raising hell and making noise. We're 80 million strong.
Those are the first.
For backing down, we're gonna fight and stand our ground. got an army of our own. Best thing you can do for me is leave me the hell alone. Oh, here we go. Hey, we're just a good old boys, raising hell and making noise. We're 80 million strong. Ain't much for backing down.
Thank you, Cheryl.
Gonna fight to stand our ground. Got an army of our own. Best thing you can do for me is leave me the hell alone. Best thing you can do for you is leave this country alone. That's right.
I mean, I think it's a fine
Beautiful.
video in the aspect of showing, good old Southern boys doing the damn thing. But when he's not playing the guitar and he's just holding it on his chest, I think he should take that out. Take the guitar out when you're not playing. Just be you without the guitar. That's just me on the aspect of video shooting. To extenuate your, how do you say, your person, your character
Right.
itself.
Right.
And
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
take the guitar off.
Yeah, that was I guess like the first long version of it, but he's done a couple other versions that are a little shorter. And I think he's done some of that you're just bringing up. He was part of a bigger band back in, I think it was like 2010. And he decided to go solo, and so like everything was filmed right there on his property. It was like not even really put together. Like they didn't have no team, directing. It was just
big
like
production.
it was almost like just kind of happened.
Yeah. That's cool.
I understand that. Shoot a video.
He's got a good voice too.
Oh, he does another song. Man, it'll get you in your feels. And the dude, and it like shows his range and vocals and his control. It's just on a different level. It's amazing.
You never know.
He's Now That You're Gone, I think something. Yeah, I think it's Now That You're Gone.
Now that you're gone.
But I've talked to him on a couple different calls and messages through Messenger on Facebook, and the dude's just so humble.
Even though you're gone.
Even though you're gone, that's it. The dude's got some vocals. I'm talking.
I'll have to check that out.
Oh shit! What happened? There we go. I think he's got a great voice.
I've been drinking more than I should. And I've been hurting like I never thought I could. And I've seen lonely. Hey, here I am, still hanging on. The best I can. Drinking myself blind. That ain't nothing new. It's in my mind. I'm still loving you.
He's definitely good.
Even though you're gone.
It's got like that young Vince Gill, Travis Tritt. Just, I don't know. It's weird.
Keep your pictures.
Yeah, he can sing. That's for sure. Top spin.
Beside my bed. With all your memories inside my head.
Mm-hmm.
Drinking myself blind. That ain't nothing new. It's in my mind. I'm still loving you. Even though you're gone. Even though you're gone. Nothing lasts forever. I keep holding on, even though you're gone.
So real quick for Southern Sown and Grown, member for 1 month. That's awesome.
Oh wow.
Not a new member, but member for 1 month. So I got to give a shout out. Thank you, Southern Sown and Grown. You
I
rock.
like that.
But yeah, definitely. I'm definitely subscribed to this guy now.
Heck yeah. Appreciate that.
Adam Grant, and how do I get back to it? I'm gonna drop his link. Man, I must be getting tired. forgetting how to use a computer and shit. There you go. Yeah, definitely go check that out. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be listening to his music for
Hey, and
sure.
if you got a stereo, that "Leave Me the Hell Alone" song, it's got some beat to it. It's got there's sounds
Oh
really good.
yeah, shoot, I do in my work van. I got yeah, because if I'm not plumbing, I'm driving in between jobs, so I definitely have a system in my van. So, which is the funny part because I'm not well growing up in Detroit, worried about my van getting broken into. I'm more worried about my van getting broken into for my stereo than the
The tools and
10,
everything else.
10 plus $1,000 worth of shit I got in the back, you know? Like,
Yep. Well,
but,
I'm
all
gonna hop
right,
off.
guys.
I appreciate you,
Yeah, I think
Steve.
I was
Nice meeting
gonna.
you. Sick.
Yeah, and dude,
Pleasure.
nice meeting you, and thank you for coming up, and you're always welcome, man. And I put in private chat my email, and I trust you guys, so I put my phone number too.
All right, let me
So just in case.
get my Gmail account here.
Gotcha.
Let's see. Oh, there we go. So, all right. Anyone got any final thoughts before we go, though?
For those that are watching this, if not right now, but those that will watch this on a replay, catch the video later. The great Steve. If you have skin color that is like this, that does not mean you need to vote for a damn candidate that you think shares the same skin color. It means nothing at all. Listen to policies. Listen to what these people are talking about and what they want to do. You know, who hasn't expressed one damn thing that she wants to do, policy wise or anything. It's that woman, Kamala, whatever. However the hell you pronounce her name, do not buy into the hype. Don't believe the hype. Okay, that was told to you a long time ago in a great rap song. All right, do not buy into this nonsense. If you are out there, fellow people of this skin color, don't vote based on skin color. Vote based on what you have seen the records of. There's this rich guy. Yeah, his daddy carried him. Yeah, his daddy gave him some money. Yeah, but he did a lot more for this country than most politicians, career politicians, have done. All right, this man is an American, and a lot of people will say, "Oh, I can't relate to him because I don't fit in his bracket because he's a millionaire and a billionaire." And da, 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 da. No, I can relate with this guy because he's an American. All right, I'm not trying to say vote Trump, make your own damn decision, but I'm just saying, as man of color, of myself, of my mixed races, I'm gonna vote for 34. What was it, 34, 32, whatever. I'm going to vote for the felon before I vote for 4 more years of this country being invaded, of cities being burnt down, communities owned, black communities and black owned businesses are being burnt down over nothing because police rightfully arrested the right person for the crime they were rightfully convicted of, and then these idiots want to cause a fuss. You know what? I'm voting for the convicted felon who tried to put a stop to all that crap. All right, that's all. I'm getting off the rails now, but yeah, final thought.
What
That was good. That was good.
Yeah. Y'all have a good night. Good to
Even
meet
Topspin said too. Good final thoughts.
you. Good night, y'all.
And Bonnie, it was awesome to see you, and much love and aloha. And yep, I'm gonna call it. But thank you everyone in chat for coming by, because without you guys, it'd be pointless for me to do this. So it's nothing without you. So I appreciate every one of you. And shout out to the members and Southern Sown and Grow, Southern Sown and Grown. And like I always say, at the end of the day, we have a lot more in common than we don't. So don't focus on the bullshit. Focus on the good shit. Positivity over negativity. And yeah, with that being said, have a beautiful morning, beautiful day, beautiful afternoon, beautiful evening, beautiful night, whatever it may be, wherever you are. Much love, much aloha, and most importantly, God bless.